Those are the names you want to call upon these last days for protection. All right, with the understanding of the inscriptions, and ultimately to be delivered from the destruction that's going to happen here in Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, so no further ado. Anybody got to open the precept? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 124, verse 8. And it reads, "Our help is in the name of the Lord Yahweh, who made heaven and earth." You see, the help is in the name. And it goes to prove that these names mean everything. Creator. See, that's all we got to say. These are the names we prescribe to, who we are going to have to call our help for in the days to come. Get that out of Acts then. Acts, what it say? Acts, this is the name. I got it. That's what I
This is the book of Acts, chapter 4 and verse 12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Yep, and when you go into the Hebrew, in the New Testament, you're going to find out that that name goes back to Yahushua. All right, when you go into the name, because above that verse, of course, the written text say JSUS, but when you go to that, it'll say it'll say Yeshua, right? But then when you go further deep into it, you're going to find out that it says Yahushua. Okay, and that's actually I did a lesson on it a couple months ago. So that name right there is Yahushua. Yah meaning he, Hawashai meaning deliver. Alright? So the names is our help in these last days. And that's another telltale sign of the true prophets, who are not the true prophets. Give me Malachi 3. Because the true prophets is going to speak the true name. They're going to say the true name is the Father and the Son. And the false prophets are going to add in Christ. They're going to add in Jesus. They're going to add in Yeshaya. You know, the true prophets are going to stick to the true name, which is Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai.
Yes, this is Acts chapter 22, or actually 26 and 14. All right, this is the account between Paul and the road to Damascus. All right, Acts 26 and 14 says, "And when we were all I heard a voice from the said, Saul, Saul, it tells you that the Lord will turn us back to a pure language. That's it. Okay? So it says, Saul, Saul.
Yeah, it's very important miscalculation of the spirit, those up in fourth conviction, they're speaking Hebrew. All right, they're speaking Hebrew up in the heavens. All right, because he said that he went on the right hand side of the throne. So somebody said to him in the Hebrew tongue, the spirit, all right.
They said right.
If I may say, this is around the time that the Romans are in rulership.
Yeah.
So you had the Greeks first with the Greek language, and then you got the Romans with the Latin.
Like the Latin, yep.
And so what's happening is Israel's kind of phasing out.
Yeah.
The old tongue, the old traditional old ways are phasing out eventually, because it's leading up to the great falling away.
Yeah.
You know.
So that was very important.
Yeah.
That he spoke to him in Hebrew.
Right. Because when you're there,
It's like, I said, well, the Lord is the ancient of days. He knew niggas was gonna subscribe to these other languages, and that's why he put it in there in the Hebrew. I am Yahweh.
Yeah, I mean, that beast was running the world. So they were taking over everything. Everybody had this speculation.
when you had the account with Paul when he who was it? He was brought. Who was he brought before the chief priests or the Pharisees? They said that he was speaking. What tongue he was speaking?
He was speaking. He spoke over Hebrew.
Yeah, but before he was speaking a different language. Hey, that's what But then when he spoke in the Hebrew, they respected him a lot more.
Yep. No. When he spoke in,
Man, that's good.
because he had the womb first.
Right.
I know a story you're talking about.
There was a couple of accounts.
He switched over and started speaking to him in Hebrew.
Yeah. Acts 21 and verses of it. Was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, may I speak unto thee? Who said, canst thou speak Greek? Are not thou that Egyptian, which before these days made us an uproar, and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus, right? Which the real Jews goes back to the many brethren and fathers, hear ye my defense, which I make now unto you. And when they heard it, he spoke to them, and kept them more silent, and saith, I am verily a man which am a Jew, born in Tarsus, they said in Cilicia. So, but yeah, but that's the point. You know, because Hebrews the tongue, all right? The Jew and the Greek, and the Greeks were basically Hellenized Israelites that converted us to Greek Protestant.
I turn to the people in pure language.
And that's what the Lord did through the Holy Spirit in this day and age. All right? He gave our elders back the language. They started with, speaking that the Yiddish and all that stuff. They found out what the Lashawan Kodash language was. Go ahead.
That they may call upon the name of the Lord.
So you gotta know the language to be able to call upon the name of the Lord. That's the point. To call on the Heavenly Father, you can't just call him God. There's a lot of different gods. There's all types of gods out here.
You call him he is. They would be like, who too?
Right, who is it? Right, he is God. He exists. You know? Yep. So that's very important. You read that again.
It says, Zephaniah 3:9 says, for then will I turn to the people a pure language.
Right. The pure language is the Lashawan Kodash. In fact, it means past. It means Ibar. That's what word Hebrew comes from. Ibar, which means the past. So the Lord has brought that past language that we once knew back. The holy tongue. Yep. And that goes into the language. Go ahead.
It says that they may call upon the name of the Lord to serve him with one consent.
So we have to get the language back in order to call on the name of Yahweh Shem Shai. It only makes sense. All right? Break your neck. You gotta pay attention. But go ahead, Al.
So going back to Acts 26:14, it says, and when we were all drawn to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And I said, who art thou, Lord? So who are you? And he said, I am Yahweh Shai, whom thou persecutest. And when you go into that, where it says, because it says Jesus, but it'll say in Iesus, all right?
Iesus goes back to Yahweh Shabbat.
Yeah, but it's also
and then it goes back to Yahweh Shabbat, and then Yahweh Shabbat goes back to Yahweh Shai.
Even if you look it up, look at Jesus, because if this was the original name too, they would have no like a different definition for it, right? If this was the pure name, they would say Jesus, the original Evan Jesus.
Right.
So it doesn't say that. It has it right here. This Jesus is Greek. That's Hebrew. The Yah, the Ha.
Give you an origin to go back to the name.
Right. You got it. You got the Yah, the Ha, the Wa, Sha, I. Yahweh Shai. You can't see it? There you go. Oh, there's a privacy screen. Well,
Right.
but it clearly.
I saw you.
The, the point is that it clearly tells you the name how you're supposed to say it. That'll be like, you got some shit on earth, right? That'll be like doing something to the Lord. You're calling them a fucking disgraceful name. It doesn't matter that we in captivity, that we are under our slave masters. Then they'll give us no excuse to not call the Heavenly Father's name in His proper name.
We'll remember ourselves from captivity.
This is Romans 9:17. Romans 9:17.
Was declared, man. What makes you think it's going to be declared down here in America? The name. Got this Egypt all over again, so that name has to be declared all over again. Because for the purpose of boasting. All gonna boast. Be like, his name was declared. Who did that? Yahweh did that back then. So now today, it's going to be the same thing. Oh shit, who did that? To this Egypt. Yahweh, that name is going to refresh itself on the earth again.
That's what it says for my namesake.
Yep, for my namesake.
So like, if I may add, you remember what happened with the solar eclipse, and how from those 3 years that we had the solar eclipse, it actually drew that symbol, right? I think it said
45 and 15, it says, "Verily thou art a God, a power that hideth thyself." See? So the Lord hid himself, and that's why the name wasn't in the earth. And when you read in Revelation, it says his name, a new name, which that the new name is Kainos. The Greek word for new is Kainos, which means refreshed. So there, you know, there's definitely, his name is definitely ringing in the earth right now today. Yep. All right, you got it. It says, "Verily thou art."
Mainly about a true prophet. Somebody forgot to hold that in Malachi. But mainly about a true prophets. But after the destruction, that's when that moments come into play. And everybody's going to be able to know their name.
It says, "Verily thou art a God that hidest thyself, God of Israel, the Savior."
God of Israel, the Savior. All right. He hit himself for one because when he said went off, so he said, "I'm not fucking with y'all." But now he's gonna bring that name back and give it to his son, the prophets. Okay. Take the Baruch first and then the
This is Baruch chapter 2, verses 30. "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves."
Yep, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. So we are in the land of our captivity. So how do we begin to first remember ourselves? By understanding our language and our nationality. That's it. Because the number one thing happens when you go conquer a nation is you assimilate them, meaning you break them from their traditions, you break them from their language, all right, their customs. And that's what the whole roots was about. From Kente to Toki. So it was Kente, which was a West African language, and they wanted to beat him into the name Toki.
What was the same thing with 12 years a slave? I can't remember when they did him, but they tricked him.
Yes, his name is Solomon.
His name is Solomon, but they said, "No, your name is something." What is your name?
Say what his name was. Yep.
Verse 31.
So that's captivity. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 31, it says, "And shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh power." Yep. Baruch chapter 2, verses 30. "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves."
Yeah, so the purpose of us being put into the condition we're in because we're stiff-necked. Alright? Black, Latino, Native Americans, all are most stiff-necked, hard-headed motherfuckers on earth. You know?
Gainsaying nation.
Yeah, gainsaying nation, man. Unbelieving motherfuckers, man. Unbelieving, faithless, hopeless, you know? They didn't give the Lord his respect, they didn't keep the laws and commandments. That's why Jake's all fucked up now. But the Holy Spirit, alright, through promise, alright, he said that he was gonna wake us up. And this is where we at now today. And this is what Esau's scared of. He's scared that we got the language back. And he's scared that we woke up. Alright? Because what the language brings forward, we call upon our power. That's the whole point of shit up in that time. And you got false prophets trying to get us to go backwards with the language. Hebrew is the Ebonics. Yeah. Because if you take away the faith, now we'll be. You take away the faith in the language, then you're going to take away the faith in the name. And the name is the most important thing when you wake up. That's what we learned. This is the true name of the Heavenly Father.
That's the purest form of the Lord's grace. You see, that was freely given to us. Now check this out. Verse 31, it says, "And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear.
Right.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name."
That's it. And think upon the name. And what does it mean to think upon the name? Just to speak about it. That's what we do. We're thinking upon the name. The Lord name is Yahweh. We go to the brought out the ancient Hebrew. It's really like a so-called Jew. But the ancient Hebrew, and you break it down. Alright? And you're gonna find out that these devils, see, we found this out years ago, You know, Yahweh. Yahweh. This is in the Illuminati magazine that we got. All right, and the name Yahweh right there. And then this is a Nature Knows No color line. And the name Yahweh is right there, so they know the name. And they know the language, but you fucking Israelites, IUIC to be exact. Now, why do they have the name Yahweh? This is encrypted. It's secret. Why would this be in the Illuminati's fucking magazines, man? Occult magazine, man. Because those occultists, the high degree levels, they know the name. All right? Look at it. Yahweh.
They gotta know.
Yahweh here.
They gotta know the
Yahweh.
name.
Yeah, they gotta know the name.
They accuse us. They gotta go back to the Father.
Exactly. Get that.
Yep.
Even
What do you think that they call him Jesus? They call him Yahweh.
Yeah, that's saying that you have to know the truth to tell a lie, right?
Exactly.
When you turn this around, right? You have the Assyrian Hebrew, which they took on the name, but this is the ancient Paleo Hebrew, which we are to call on the name, man.
Yep.
You know. So when you read the scripture where it says that we will return to Paleo Hebrew,
Right.
You know. So we've gotten our language back in a pure form, like I was saying earlier.
Yep. You got the precept right here.
You notice one thing with the Assyrian, they have the vowel connectors. They don't do anything with the Hebrew. It hasn't been tampered with.
Yeah, right. They changed the pronunciation.
They changed, yeah.
So they changed the pronunciation. They take the power out of it.
Yep.
And see now, we got our problem. Because what? The Lord is restored. You know, we think, and they said what you said, think, right?
Think upon. Go back to meditate. Go back to meditate now.
it even
It says, look at my mind, think, verb. It says, imagine, conceive in the mind, consider, meditate, remember, intend, wish, desire.
Well, it's like when you hear about like all the Israelite. Well, it's not just you're an Israelite. There's a culture behind it. There's a language behind it. There's a whole thing about being an Israelite. Traditions, the water. So you start finding that out. You start studying. You know, it's like if you hear about Edomites, they got culture. You know, truck pulling. Meditation, fajitas. You know, that's their culture. You know.
No dancing, no salt.
Salt and pepper ain't seasoning.
Turn you to the old path. You know, and going back to what I was saying earlier about the word Hebrew. Hebrew is ancient. You know, so this is the old past. Yeah, the past. That's what this is in the past.
Right, we're bringing the past to this modern day world.
Yep.
You see, and that's what we're supposed to do. See, these other churches out there, these other false camps out here, they don't understand the concept that we have to bring this ancient knowledge that we're putting in a modern medieval world. So they can go meet and match the population. This is us the part of the people.
Literally.
Hey, you go on Google, you type up what is the Lord's name, it'll say Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's pollution.
Yeah.
That's not the name. It clearly tells you what it says. It says Yahweh. Yahweh, but the I part is silent, which means he to be. That's simple. But you got the world calling on all types of guys. It says Jehovah. But we look at the Jehovah, it literally says Yahweh. So it's weird that like people ain't questionable if you know, if these nations are so right, or these people are so right about the names, why they keep saying something different from what everybody's saying?
Book of Isaiah, chapter
says, but shall it says, but shall stay upon the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. That's what there is truth, 100% truth.
So real quick, it tells you in Psalms that you got to call upon the Lord too in your distress or in a day of trouble. Esau's trying to make it seem like everything's fine here. That's what he's been doing to our people, making it seem like we're cool. Everything's, fine and dandy. The Americans do everything because we're not going to call upon a power then. And what need do we have? We're in paradise. Everything's good. So it's all a trick, man. The devil, all that.
So you got the Israelite camps going right along with it, saying that there won't be any Jacob's trouble.
New speak, because basically when Esau came in, he came in with the agenda of new speak. One of the subtitles is to remove synonyms and antonyms. The name of new speak is to remove all shades of meaning from language, leaving simple concepts, pleasure and pain, happiness and sadness, good thinking, crime thinking, that inform reinforce the total dominance of the state.
They only done that to our language though, man.
Well, so like they did that to pretty much all languages in America, because you have right now in 2024 people a woman can't even tell you the definition of what a woman is. That's that new speech like a rough right now.
Distorting the language.
It's for control purposes, just like
that we should believe on the name of his son, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and love one another as he gave us commandment. So it's a commandment, order to believe on the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Now when you go into the word, what it says to believe, right? You go into the word believe, and it's in the Greek pistuo, which says to think, to be true, to be persuaded of, a thing believed, to credit, have confidence. It says used in New Testament of the conviction and trust to which a man is impelled by a certain inner and higher prerogative and law of soul. So literally your spirit's supposed to be provoked by the law to believe on the name. That was it there.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is a strong tower. The righteous, being elect, runneth into it and is safe. When you go into that word safe, it literally means unhurt, undanger, free, safe from danger.
This time right now, danger is going to basically impale this society. We're going to have martial law troops. We're going to have famine. We're going to have people that on TV. It's basically the time to call on the name of the Lord. It takes right, for the angels to cover guys. Alright? So without that name, man, ain't no strong tower, man. So you really gotta call on that name in that last day. Have faith. The Lord said he won't leave us comfortless. So how the hell are we how the hell we gonna how are we supposed to be saved in the time if we ain't sure what the name is? That would mean the Lord messed up, sir. He messed up then. So he didn't give us the name and we unsure of it, then that means our salvation is unsure. It don't make fucking sense.
Well, our first deliverance is mine before we actually took it up out of here. So when you go into somebody get that in Exodus, when Moses said, what should I tell? What should I tell the young Indians? Because when you come into a new faith, right, you gotta know the details about it. It's just like when you enter into Islam. Well, our God name is Allah. See, when you enter into whatever form of Buddhism, whatever. Yeah. You enter into Christianity.
You gotta be taught first.
You gotta be taught. Well, his name is Jesus. How it is that we woke up the Israelites? Okay, his name is Jesus.
praying real quick.
Like the Lord wants every
But we gotta still use Jesus. IUIC was all Christians and Jesus, and then they said most high Christ. Like y'all niggas look stupid.
Yo, check this out. So today, I was looking at this thing they call what AI, artificial intelligence, prophet, or something like that. Now they got it to where you can talk to AI, and then it'll send messages back. So this dude was like, because there's certain spirits that that can talk to AI, AI, right? So this guy was like, this dumbass Christian, right? He was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, right? To the AI, and the AI was like, he asked a question about, Jesus. He was like, basically, summing up your words and calling on deaf ears. He said that name has absolutely no power. The AI said that name has absolutely no power. I'm gonna say that to you.
Intelligence.
And so the AI, the Christian was like, see, I know it's a demon. Go out the man, tell him the future and shit like that, what's gonna happen. And he was like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. You know how Christians they get scared and they just sporadically just start calling on Jesus.
I rebuke you.
Yeah.
Get behind me, say,
So the demons there, so the AI just was like, yeah, you basically the name that you're calling on has absolutely no power.
Man.
I can say you have to drop to the AI. It's going, how it's functioning.
they're gonna stop talking, they're gonna be a silence.
Yeah.
This is Acts chapter 4, verse 12. It says, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
Yeah, so that's the name that's given. All right, that's why Yahweh Shai is so important, because when you break it down, Yah meaning he, Yahweh Shai meaning to save or to deliver. His whole purpose, what his name's all about, his whole purpose was to deliver. So that's very, very key. That's very important in our time. And then you got certain entities who are not in the spirit, but they're in the spirit. And then you got some that are deliberately fighting against that spirit. And I lost my train of thought. But in the end, it's gonna work out for the elect.
We only know that's the names.
Yeah.
We weren't given other names when the Lord came to us and dealt with us, man. I
got a precept. It's Isaiah 52, starting at 5. It says, now therefore, what have I here, saith the Lord, that my people is taken for naught? This question mark. It says, they that rule over them make them to howl, saith the Lord Yahweh, and my name is continually every day blasphemed.
Yeah. So his name is blasphemed every day.
Yep.
It's a blasphemy to like speak against, to disrespect, to lie about, like to slander. Right.
It says verse 6. Therefore my people shall know my name.
See, and you can't look. So you can't really you can't fight against the scriptures. What the scriptures say. The scriptures is plain, man. The name
Jake wanted to be complicated.
Right.
But ultimately, those that don't subscribe to the name of Shai, they sold out. Now, Nate and them, they know the names, but they don't call upon the names. You will hear them saying, "In Most High Christ blessed." Out of 1,000 times, you'll hear Yahweh Shai twice. You hear Yahweh Shai twice. Yahweh, every so often. But see, Nate is wicked as fuck, because when he's doing his little interviews, he'll say the name is Yahweh Shai, and then he'll throw in other names. So people say Yahweh, and then he's supposed to throw in other
I got a precept. This is Leviticus 24, and let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, verse 13. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, bring forth him that curseth without the camp, and let all that heard him lay their hands upon his head, and let all the congregation stone him. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, whosoever curseth his power shall bear his sin. It says, and he that blasphemeth the name of the Lord Yahweh, he shall surely be put to death, and all the congregation shall certainly stone him. It says,
happened to the Egyptians.
I was just gonna say.
That happened to the Israelitish. What's her name? Her son was an Egyptian.
Her son was an Egyptian. She was a.
She was an Israelite.
Laid down with an Egyptian. Heathen.
yep. It says right.
And mixing shit was going on back then.
Yeah, and the son, her son, which was another nation, blasphemed the Lord's name.
Yep. And they killed that little nigga.
No, he wasn't murdered. He put to death.
Yeah. It said right here, as well the stranger, as well the stranger, as he that is born in the land, when he blasphemeth the name of the Lord, shall he put to death. Shall be put to death.
Yep.
So that's the because if you go on Google, you type in like what's the crime or how serious is blasphemy, it tells you that you're supposed to be in prison. Things like, no, man, you're supposed to be put to death, man. Because even it tells you the one scripture that's been coming up a lot the past week and a half is thou shalt not make mention of
I got it right here.
Go ahead.
It's Exodus 23:13. All things I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods.
Yeah, go back. Read that again. Read that again.
Exodus 23:13 says, in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect.
Be circumspect. That's very important. All things that I have said unto you, be circumspect. Now pay attention. Circle. All right, which means circle. Spec means to view or to look. All right.
It says literally. This is circumspect in the line. It says cautious, wary, literally looking about on all sides.
Be careful that you don't call that power another name. There's punishment for it.
You better go research. You better go into the Hebrew.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, the scriptures talk about those that seek the heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Because you got Israelites that they just blindly follow, but you gotta seek the Lord, man.
Desire.
Yep.
Desire. It says, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth.
Of another God. Yep. And meaning worship. Because when we say JSUS, we're doing it for edification purposes. So when you don't make no mention of no other God, pray to. We can say Jesus. We're not worshiping and calling upon him. That's what it's talking about. All right? So don't get off. Yeah, because we even the prophets was calling out those like and all they were saying those names. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 20:6. It says, now know I that the Lord Yahweh saveth his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord Yahweh by Shai, our power.
That's good. That's right.
It says they are brought down and stand upright. Save
That's why, yeah, that's why they have because or maybe or if in English language.
And that ain't supposed to be. It's supposed to be a yay or nay. Ain't no maybes. I don't know. It's just no. Yep. But see, that's that proves on how far we have fallen even through a language. See, a language holds up a society. You know, languages. So when you take away that language have a lot of meanings.
Yeah.
All right.
I got this Jeremiah chapter 2, verses 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, saying to a stone, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me, right, and not their face, but in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. You see, the scripture talk about they gonna, I think it's a song where it says they're gonna seek him early, right? Verse 28, it says, but where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble, for according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, Judah. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing all over again. You know, Jake choose to call on these other gods, and they the lowliest, or they're being found in contempt when it comes to the Lord's name, meaning they lightly esteem what the Lord has told us concerning His name.
It's half of the false prophets' faults, and then it's half of your fucking fault because you're supposed to be studying your hands.
And His blood on their
Blood is on your hands.
I got a precept actually. I'm gonna start up at Jeremiah 2:8. It says, the priest said not, where is the Lord? And they that handle the law knew me not. It says, the pastors also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after things that do not profit. That's what you got with these other camps too, doing the same thing, with Christ and all that. It says, and they walk after things that do not profit. It says, wherefore I would yet plead with you, saith the Lord, and with your children's children will I plead. For pass over the isles of Kittim, and see and send it to Kedar, and consider diligently and see if there be such a thing. It says, because now the Lord is challenging, because he's about to prove a point, like, if you look at these other nations, they call upon their gods that they believe in. Yeah. Esau to the very day still worship the same. You know, he believes in his power. All right? So the Lord is basically saying, go check them out and see if they're doing what you're doing. It says, Jeremiah 2:11, have the nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? It says, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. You call them other names. Still call out the name of Joshua, Yahweh. It actually, it does have a meaning. Well, yeah, because there was a different name, a different reason where the G comes from. But I know it means earth. If you look up earth, sus is also about, if you look up the word sus on Google, it's about like some disapproval or something that's not right. You know, no, it ain't right. You know, so, but yeah. So, but I seen the group the other day calling on Most High, Hashem, Yehoshua.
All you upstart groups, you know, because they all what was the scripture saying about the child left to his own?
Will become willful.
Become willful. That's you new camps out here. Y'all childs that was left to y'all own because y'all don't want to come up under the proper format, guidance. So y'all are willful, so y'all calling them whatever you want to call them. Saying it all backwards. You know, well, you know, it's cool because it's a distinction. You know, it's a distinction between those that are truly serving Yahweh Shem Al Shai, those that who really know the name. It's a line drawn in the sand to those that the ignorance. Yeah.
The funny thing about it is they all envy towards us would lead them to, no, we ain't gonna say that because they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that can get
nobody likes Great Millstone and how we do it, man.
Malachi 3 verse 16.
It ain't supposed to be like this.
Right.
This truth ain't supposed to be, this ain't supposed to tickle your feelings. This truth ain't supposed to be a smooth sailing. You know, it ain't supposed to be like that. It was never intended to be. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be rough. It's supposed to be a soldier. Afflictions. You know?
There you go.
It's supposed to be narrow.
Narrow meaning straight meaning difficult. So you can't veer off any type of way. It's only one way.
That's it. Somebody get that too. Straight gate. But go ahead with the, you had a precept.
This is Malachi 3 and 16. It says, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened.
What is verse 15 saying?
Verse 15 says, and now we call the proud happy. Yea, they that work wickedness are set up.
Okay.
So verse 16, it says, then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name.
There you go, right there. The book of remembrance was open. The promises to raise up. The promise that the Lord was going to bring back that name. All right. The name, the Lord was going to raise us up. The Lord was going to water us. Ezekiel 37.
Isaiah 47.
Yep. Isaiah 44.
Ourselves after Israel.
Right.
You know.
So go ahead.
It says, and they shall be mine, saith the Lord of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man that spareth his own son that serveth him.
So making up his jewels, meaning making up the tabernacle of David. You know, the stones.
It's like
the tabernacle was built off of stones, different stones. It was actually a house. So we're basically those stones or those jewels being built up in these last days.
It's that cornerstone.
Right.
It's an adornment. That's why the
Right.
refers to it as a marriage. So we're being twelve, just
Adornment.
It says, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the
Yeah, so it's a such thing as a righteous and it's a such thing as a wicked. Now, according to the scriptures, the wicked is going to get put to death. All right, the wicked is going to die. Amos, the wicked is going to die. So now, once again, with you false prophets, we had Al-Azhar switching up the doctrine once again. Says that Zephaniah, the 13th chapter, is dealing with the land and not the people. But no, that's wrong. And 2/3 is talking about the wicked of the Israelites that didn't take on the heat. They didn't dance. Somebody wrote that on there. Yeah. Pipe to the all right?
It says, verse 18, it says, then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
Yeah, so we understand that that clearly is telling you that there's a 1/3 and then there's a 2/3. Right there.
Yeah, that's the separation.
That's the separation. The Lord is the all-time separatist. So 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to get put to death. And 1/3 will. All right? It's going to be delivered.
Amos chapter 9, verses 10. I guess straight to the point. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say that evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
So you gotta explain that all the sinners of my people is gonna die. That makes up the 2/3. Those that have where they speak about the number, sacrificing to that number.
Yeah.
I think it's Isaiah.
60.
Which is 66.6%.
Yeah. And then I think it might be Isaiah.
That drink, like drink offering.
So verse 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Right.
So that day is talking about now.
Yeah.
So all the sinners of my people, but they're gonna
Here we go.
So it's given a story.
Yeah.
2/3 is gonna die, then I'm gonna raise up
The tabernacle of David
my elect.
that is fallen. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
Right, so in the days of old, you go into King David's kingdom. What happened in King David's kingdom? You had the northern and the southern together. Okay? Jeroboam Rehoboam came after. I'm saying, when King David was ruling, the northern and the southern was together. They got separated. He's Solomon, which is Jehovah, which makes perfect sense because he's the one that's going to restore the southern together after they're separated from him being Solomon. So it all fits. You know? He didn't have an ear, let him hear. You understand the reincarnation of the spirit. You know? So Solomon, after Solomon, we became two kingdoms. So Solomon has to come back and restore the two kingdoms, which is Yahweh to restore the tabernacle of David together. That's what it means to close up the breaches. All right?
Makes sense to me.
Can somebody get that? When it says that the envy should not vex. That's what it means when it says to close up the breaches. The hate differences that we have with one another. You know, that's what the tabernacle of David is. The northern and the southern coming back together, which is the restoration of Israel. All right, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to start at Isaiah 11 and never mind. Yeah, Isaiah 11 and 13. It says, "The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim." This is on. Yeah, this.
Go ahead, bring it on.
Yeah, because that's what happened to David. When David conquered the heathen, he pretty much brought unity to the nation of Israel. All the tribes wanted to serve David. You see, because they know that the Lord was dealing.
He was the king.
Yep.
Yeah, because all of them made war. It's coming back. In order to make war, you gotta have peace.
Yeah, that's
That's
well,
when Solomon came in.
That's when Solomon came in.
in order to have peace, you gotta make war.
Go ahead, read that again.
It says, "The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off." And it says, "Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim."
It started a little bit in the 70s, you know, 70s and the 80s. You had the Young Lords, you had the Reds, they were all basically defined. And they don't tell you, but you had a lot of Ephraimites and Native Americans in the Yep. So they don't tell you that. They just put it to the Lord as black. Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, and they had with the Rainbow Coalition. So it was the beginning stages of us being like, hey, we're the same people, you know. But the true connection, you know, that was just a spark. The Lord just used it as a spark because they never seen it. They never seen us, you know, in a sense, coming together. This is the truth.
Ezekiel 37 and 15, it says, "The word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel."
Yeah, so when you go into Revelation 7, when it says Joseph, it's talking about Ephraim. Alright? And y'all like to play that little weak ass game.
The scripture ain't got it all.
It says, "Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions." That's it. And that's what a plaque is. Right here.
Yeah,
You don't see the 12 tribe plaque.
you only see somewhere else this is being done, except for here.
This ain't never happened.
Never.
This ain't never happened. So that's how you know this is heavily inspired. In fact, I know I'm calling a lot. Just keep Acts 5.
Do that when we are done. the way down. Yeah.
So he joined them one to another into one stick.
That's the tabernacle of David put together.
The nation and the
I was just thinking it.
It says that they shall become one in thy hand. Thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Surely, what thou meanest by these, say unto them, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the land of Ephraim,
Which is the hand of
which in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be
Puerto Ricans. They essentially are the leaders of the Northern Kingdom.
Yep.
The so-called Negroes. They're the Southern Kingdom.
It's all spiritual because
They be doing that heavy on the West.
You know what I'm saying? Spray paint trains and shit. That's different in Judah, man.
what you can do sometimes, like, because I've been mentioning Google a lot lately, but I've been going to scriptures that I'm trying to find. Like, I'm trying to find more scriptures on what I used to always pull out. But you type like what you're thinking, and it'll find scriptures for you.
Yeah.
Like how when I typed about Alexander, you know, and this is why you missed the glory of God, and they brought the hat. Well, I typed in on Google just now, Israel and Judah will be unified again eventually. They pulled up Ezekiel the 37th chapter. So you know, the world know, you know, they know, the elites, everybody, the scholars, they know this is true, but you know, our people don't know it, man. They can't put it together.
Yeah, man. They don't even
Deal with the tribes.
Yeah, they don't deal with the 12 tribes. You see, so they're taking a huge step back, and they believe that the Northern Kingdom, the Spanish-speaking tribes, are not of the nation of Israel. Now, if that was true, then why the hell are they calling on the name of the Lord? Why the hell are they raising up in Mexico, in South America? Why the hell are they calling on the name of the Lord? That's the sign right there. They say the Spirit with our spirit with the children of the Heavenly Father. So they're gonna, what it says, they shall surname themselves. You see? So it's according to the spirit that these men are waking up. It's the spirit that's within them. All right? It ain't about all this old black thing. So folky, you cut, dopey, you cut what's his name?
Queer now.
What's that movie with it was Robin Williams. Remember he was a kid.
He was 30 years old as a kid. That's where I get it. He's like, Victor, you got exacta disease.
Yeah, that's he's like a big novelist.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Quick precept about the sticks being joined together, Southern and Northern Kingdom.
Jack.
This is
Yeah, that's the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, Jack.
Okay, yeah. He wanted to date his teacher. He looked older than everybody else.
all right. This is Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Yeah, that's a fulfillment of now.
Well, who is Israel, you know? Because you had at the time, even David was the king of Judah. But who, you know, with Israel, who are these people? You know, if it's just Judah, if it's just the so-called blacks, who is Israel, you know?
Yeah.
What's the
That scripture is a fulfillment for these times.
Yeah.
Within the last few centuries, Judah and the people was getting oppressed together. They were syphilis. They was giving us syphilis. They was oppressing the hell out of us. We had Jim Crow, all of that type of stuff that they was doing.
Yeah, they say press together. Remember, we were all together under King David. See what I'm saying? Now, after King David, and Solomon, when Rehoboam and Jeroboam became heads, I believe under sons of Solomon, you know,
Rehoboam.
Rehoboam. Right, but who became the king after Jeroboam? The second king. They went to Assyria. Right, Hosea. So what I'm saying is, back then, Ephraim and Judah wasn't oppressed together because 754 BC, roughly 52 BC. Then they went to Assyria. From Assyria, they broke away from them and came here. So the northern kingdom has been over here for centuries. All right, for decades. So they couldn't get oppressed together. We got oppressed together in 1918, when the Negroes came over here, right? It was about 1618, that's what I mean, 1618. And before that, 1492, when Cristobal Colon came and he conquered them. So we came right there.
Backstone for the tribe. It says Gad left this for the tribe of Judah.
That's what they say. If it's safe for the tribe.
Yeah, but
we don't know if they really say that.
But they left this.
I'm just, you know, the point is they was writing in Hebrew. They was writing in Hebrew. That's the point. So we didn't get oppressed together back in the history. That's what the Black Panthers, the Black Beast Stone Rangers, the Young Lords, the brown brunettes, the Rainbow Coalition, which was that he was going off on that because then he wanted to bring in Edomites and shit.
You had I don't know if you would call them like migration patterns, but you would have Judah, they go to like the Caribbean or Cuba, which is where the Puerto Ricans are, where the West Indians are. But you would have Puerto Ricans, they'd go up to like Florida, because there were certain times of the season or the year where Esau would travel to these certain areas of South America, Mexico. They had areas, you know, where they'd go because they knew Esau was coming, so they'd run away to this. But you know, that's just wouldn't think more information out than that. Judah and Israel together, because if we're not the same people, then why was Judah welcome to Ephraim, and other darker tribes to the northern tribes,
Right. That's how you get the Black Seminoles that migrated down and joined pieces of Seminoles down in Florida, one of the other tribes. But in more modern times as well, you look at the prison population. It's made up of Judah and Israel, southern northern kingdom. So.
Yeah, because right there, people came over here, it's called the Alsaroth, right? Right there down in Hebrew. Flood or Matazah. That's the land.
And that's what it was.
Every time that wind kick up, it's like go beside it, like walk over, like
On this one's I'm just saying, I'm for it because the wind been like this, it's been brutal the whole week.
I got some. There was something that
What was it? Which one did you call?
Talk about
Which one were they?
pipe.
yeah, we can go back to that.
Oh, you want to ask 5?
No. Oh yeah, actually. You getting it, Ira?
Yeah, grab it. Switch over.
All right, this is Luke, chapter 7. And I'm going to start at 31. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Abushai said, and the the Lord Yahweh said, it says, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation, and what are they like? It says they are like the children sit in the marketplace, and calling one to another, and saying, we have piped unto, and ye have not danced.
That's right. The prophets have piped unto Israel, and they have not danced. They're not, they're not in sync with the tune that the Lord is, given them.
Well,
the song.
What did he say? What did he say? We're trying to liken this what?
This generation.
Was it this? I thought he said this.
It said, whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation.
Right, because the Lord calls unto men, right? Because the men established a foundation. They put the law down. They lay the law down, right? All right. But our people ain't doing that. You got these men. One guy just drove by in a Sebring, looked thinking he's cool and shit with his top down. But shit, man, comfortable.
Should get me unto the
great men.
Great men.
Yeah.
It says they are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced.
Yeah, the piping is delivering the message. Deliver this message. It's like so playing the drums, playing the piano, the saxophone. It's a band. This is like a band. In any band, if you depending on who you are, you're gonna get up and dance. It means you feeling it, So you get up and dance. So that's what it's talking about. You're supposed to get up and dance. Ultimately, taking heed to the word. Go ahead.
It says, and ye have not danced. We have mourned to you.
Yeah, ye have not danced. You ain't getting with the truth.
Yep.
We have mourned to you. Go ahead.
It says we have mourned to you, and ye have not danced.
Yeah, so mourning is very important because it's true. Because we're crying out against the evils and abominations and wickedness and the filth of this place. Every Israelite should be crying out that Esau has been captivity. Every Israelite should be crying out that our nationality has been hid from us. Every Edomite, every Israelite should be crying out because of the chemical trails. The mark of the beast that they're trying to fuck everybody. Basically, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fuck you. They're trying to poke you. They're trying to rape you. Esau trying to rape you. And as the scripture says in the law, when a strange man, a stranger danger, Esau is a stranger danger. When another man comes to try to penetrate you, you're supposed to cry out. Deuteronomy 22. That's in the law. So we're actually taking place. We're doing the law in the spiritual aspect. Because another man, Esau Edom, is trying to take hold of something that's not his, which is the Israelites. We are the woman of the Lord. So you're supposed to cry out. Like, hey, he trying to grab me. He trying to get me.
Trying to kidnap me.
And that's what we're doing. Every Israelite's supposed to cry out. Alright? Every Israelite's supposed to be like, they have these the alphabet crew everywhere. Yep. You're supposed to cry out against that shit. You're supposed to cry out that you gotta fucking pay bills. You're supposed to cry out that your woman is out of fucking order. Yep. You're supposed to cry out that the men is fucking effeminate out here. You're supposed to cry out that this devil has a plan called Order Ab Chaos, Order Through Chaos. He's gonna bring in chaos to set in his wicked laws. You're supposed to cry out because of that. All right, go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy.
Well, let this finish and then you can get that.
Okay.
Pipes.
All right. This goes back to Luke 7, and starting 32. We say they are like unto children sitting in the marketplace.
The agora. That's the marketplace. when you go into the scriptures, you're gonna find out that the prophets, they taught on the streets. Alright? They taught on the streets. Back in the ancient world, Ezra, he taught the law on the podium in the streets. This is where you get the word from. Go ahead.
It says, and calling one to another, saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not paid.
We told you that the white man was the devil. We told you that martial law is coming. We told you that they have Jacob's trouble coming. We told you that they're trying to set up these different variances of diseases. Alright? We told you not to take tobacco. You know? We told you, we gave you the whole scripture that says, I have not shall to declare to you all the gospel. Alright? The gospel has been declared. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced.
You disregarded it, you stepped your hand away. Go ahead.
We have mourned to you, and ye have not wept.
Yep.
And one thing too, it tells you in Deuteronomy the 4th chapter that our power is a near power to us, you know, and it says that this is our wisdom. But you know, you should be bugging out that you basically see that relationship so torn. You know, our power is not near us like that anymore. Like this. Go ahead. Well,
If the scripture said, I will gather them that are sorrowful to the silence. Reproach of is a burden. So it's exactly what you're saying. The Lord is gathering those that are sorrowful. This captivity was a burden unto them.
you know, like
It's supposed to be a burden.
you know, like when a woman gets hysterical, like we're the Lord's woman. You're supposed to be broken. But, you know.
That's why Ecclesiastes 7:7 says, "Surely your oppression make a wise man mad." It's like if you stroke the heart. 2/3 of our people are pretty much taking against, you know, taking a little from the table, and they come.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Whether
right.
it's being bribed or whether it's the bribing of the whole world.
Yeah.
You getting bribed off of the infatuation of. See, you got niggas still believing in the American dream. It's 2024. His niggas still believing in going to college. It's what you're supposed to do in life. You know.
Instead of crying out, they've been seduced.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
Someone brought out that in order to how did it say?
Raised up, man. He saw raised the fuck out of
To know the truth.
No. In order to achieve a dream, you got to be asleep. You know?
Yeah. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22. Can I just read it in the NLT?
Go ahead.
All right. Deuteronomy 22 and 23. It says, suppose a man meets a young woman, a virgin, who is engaged to be married, and he has sexual intercourse with her. If this happens within a town, you must take both of them to the gates of that town and stone them to death. The woman is guilty because she did not scream for help. The man must die because he violated another man's wife. In this way, you will purge this evil from among you.
Didn't they call him a thief?
Yeah, basically.
They called him a thief.
No, well, that's if you keep reading, if he wasn't because he didn't want to down.
Yeah, that's a
Because
But I mean, in a sense, like at the same time, it's like Esau, we don't belong to Esau. And 2/3 of our people ain't crying out, so they're guilty. That's why they're supposed to be killed. But the 1/3, the perfect part of the woman, the elect, they're crying out to the Heavenly Father to be heard, so He can come and rescue them. That's what we're doing right now. We're crying out. Right here in the house, man. Just,
I got a precept line back up what you brought out earlier about piping too. They take me to the Psalm. It's Ezekiel 33, and it starts at verse 30. It says, "Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear the word that cometh from the Lord Yahweh. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy word, but they will not do them."
Jake, for some reason, keeps thinking that every time they're going to come up to a group, they're going to finally hear what they want to hear. They don't hear what they want when they come up here. You're telling me. about it. It says that they hear their words, but they will not do it.
God is,
Yeah, go ahead.
says, with their mouth they do shoot much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Yep. So they come around. Y'all doing a good thing out there. Cut the music on. Doing TikTok dances. You know.
And you finna commit adultery.
And then you go commit adultery. And we just said we just spoke about adultery, being a man, you know, following after the things in the scriptures, and immediately you go leave and you go do something else. That's Jake. That's Jake. Yeah, exactly. That old saying. One in,
That's what the Lord said. Israel's a purple nation.
Yep.
And they listen to the righteous prophet and go off of the wicked ass shit. So, yeah.
The seeds by the wayside.
Making the fun, man. Because this is the thing. A lot of you niggas regurgitate what we say to other people. And you condemning yourself. Because if you speaking it to other people, you know, but you ain't really serious, that judgment will go on you.
Yeah.
Because you speaking it, but then you doing some sneaky shit and you getting judged by what you say. That's why it's best to shut the fuck up.
Just nothing.
The 7th chapter, Matthew.
And the Lord ain't even no fuck for their sins. Everybody know about it. You know, you got Jake, even the Jakes that's going off in these other camps, they on these podcasts. A lot of Jakes watch these podcasts, they see it.
This big, so ain't no cutting corners. You wanna laugh at a video? You looking at a comedy video? You go to the comments. You take you come up to the comments. You looking at an ass shaking video? You go in there. See, that's what you take comments. You can't run away from it. You can't run away from it.
The Lord said in Psalms 85, he said, declare his word through the ends of the earth.
That's it.
That's right. So that's what he's doing.
His word is a clear to the earth. That's how you do get things. You know?
It's a little bit more. Ezekiel 33 and 32. It says, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument.
Yeah, that's how that
Good. Y'all speak good.
Yeah. You used to love that, you know.
Ooh, I like the way you said that.
That's that power, man.
Read that precept out again. Oh, what's up? That guy's activated, boy. And do shit that precept said.
I seen him 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
When I was walking around, I was walking in the neighborhood. He was back in King.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He homeless now?
Kinda, he lived with his son's woman. His woman kicked him out the house and shit. Yeah, it's all types of goofy shit.
Damn.
And he's super sick.
Damn.
He was, matter of fact, last time I heard from him, he was teaching in so-called trying to teach in the universities.
Yeah, that was years ago. Yeah, he real sick. He real sick.
Yeah. See, shit. Yeah. All right.
It's a little bit more. It goes to verse 33. The last one. Ezekiel 33 and 32 again. It says, "And lo, thou art unto them as thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument."
Yep, because we know what we're saying.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
We know what we're saying.
Yeah, because if the tune was off, like it'd be like, irritate to your ear. It says, "For they hear thy words, but they do them not."
So everybody is hurt. You know? Everybody is hurt. Now to the point where you got celebrities speaking about the Hebrew Israelites. Podcasts speaking about us. They laughing at us. Making jokes. But then they're trying to say, well, they're They'll give us props on what we say to certain things.
Some
I
things
just
are
saw
talking
ads. They build off their talking points off of what we say. The woman being in order.
Bro, you seen
The exposing, the exposing of the celebrities. Those are our talking points.
You
Those
know,
are the
red
prophets'
pill
talking points. The red pill shit
that
came from
us.
Great Millstones.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels, that came from us. On that show, I seen the show. He spoke about the 12-year-old girl being a woman and having babies and shit. And everybody was like, what makes sense? But we said we greatness.
Yeah, we the worst thing ever.
He clearly said he told the damn woman on live.
I remember that.
Nobody, I went right to the comments. We said it's a problem though.
but now it's like you got the same fan models. Or they like continue to do it, or they just watch it. He said, so what if I'm insecure about a woman? Most women will be like, like the man will ask how many men you've been with. Give her a number, give him a number, and he'll be like, man, that's not cool. She's like, oh, you're just insecure. And he's like, so what? What if I am now what? Now that I'm insecure, now I'm worried about how many men you've been with. You've been a cum dump for however long. Like, now what? What do we do with this information? What should that tell us now? How you act? But now it's all these talks about like, is a woman more or less with more men that have been in her? And
All the talking points are dealing with what we've been saying.
exactly.
That's the point.
Yep.
All the talking points have to do with their scriptures.
Yep.
Ezekiel 33:33. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come.
Yeah, the prophecies. Because we tell you about the prophecies. We tell you about what's going to take place. That's part of being the main reason we're out here. It's the prophecy.
It says, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
That's just when the time calamity comes. That's when they're going to seek the Lord early. Like we read earlier, they're going to cry out unto the Lord. But evil will rise.
They think it's all lies right now. It's all just a game. So when it comes time to pass, they're going to realize, like, damn, they were actually telling us the truth.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yep.
Everybody that look, everybody that rolled past Jake's, where they go, they know we right. The police gonna be looking for us. Because remember, the police, they have been kicked out of their precincts and get replaced with the German troops. So they listen.
You remember that police officer?
Yeah.
The police officer was like, hey, what you guys?
Well, I got you right here. Famine of the word. This is Amos. Look at Amos chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a point in time where you ain't gonna hear these wholesome words. It's gonna be a point in time you ain't gonna hear repent. You ain't gonna hear you're an Israelite. You ain't gonna hear the white man's the devil. You ain't gonna hear our conspiracies. It's gonna be a time where you ain't gonna hear that. Only thing you're gonna hear is sirens, screams, wailings, gunshots, and blood. That's it.
And that goes back to that movie. I seen it too.
Please go today.
I'm gonna watch
Don't worry about them.
I ain't seen it either.
Like the brother said,
It's a little bit more on this side.
it's like my bad.
Okay. Amos 8 and 11, it says, behold, the days, verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even unto the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it.
It's gonna be over with.
Yeah.
It's gonna be over with. So that's the time coming to very, very soon. And they're doing it through subtlety. That's prophecy, of course, but the Lord's gonna use Eastern. So through their subtlety, they're cutting certain pages out, putting certain law books on
Oh yeah, they
You know,
outlawing it now
yeah,
too.
you know, certain things like that.
Canada's making it imprisonable now by trying to like trade religion, do things with the Bible. Yeah.
See, so why do you have about Shemel Shah? Because we've been saying that this is going to be happening, right? Does the prophecy say that these is things is this?
Yeah.
So this is what you got to watch for. So now we're getting to that point where we're visualizing that, oh shit, this article says directly what we've been saying 15 years ago, 16 years ago.
So who's been losing the wall information? Esau.
Esau been losing.
That's what he got.
We've been right.
Exactly.
Everything we've been saying has been on point.
It's not a free sentence. It's just a headline.
One more verse prophet.
But but this is just on the top stories on Google, right? It says FCC votes to reinstate net neutrality rules. You know, so what the net neutrality is that the internet is going to come under one blanket now. It's going to be regulated by the FCC, and that way there's not going to be any separation between
different companies.
Yep, different companies. And the amount of broadband, the amount of internet that can go out, the censoring, all of the legislation going on the books is all going to be one blanket now. You know, so whatever it is, you won't have any control over getting VPNs to hide your IP address and all that. All the information will be shared across the board. You know, search history shared across the board. You know, everything that you search up. If they start banning certain things, it's going to be across the board.
Yeah, they have to do it. What they're going to do is they're going to start going to these other nations who are controlling their systems, and they're going to take out their systems and buy their systems.
Well, that's what they got going on with TikTok right now.
TikTok.
Yeah, China. Yeah.
See, that's
They've been talking about shutting down TikTok in China, man.
Plus, you had recently you had a Bill Gates company come out and say that they was actually spying on people and like actually watching what they looking up and what they posting. You know,
they look up, they post it, they look up who you're watching, how many thumbs up, how many ass videos you click on, how many double taps you do. All right.
Well, you know click to confirm that you're not a robot.
yeah, the caption.
Search history for that click, so they can use it to like spam you in your email and shit like that too. See what you're doing.
Because what has happened is they're separating. It's the Blue Force, Red Force tracking, military technique. They have to track the things that you do, what you're into, what you're about, and they do that for the purpose of separating when it's time to come out for everybody.
See, and then you know the banks now. Developing the social credit system, and it's tied to the social media.
Within the first 6 months of China's digital system that they brought in with the cryptocurrency, within the first 6 months, you had 66,000 people who had been banned to the internet because of what they were searching. 66,000 people, man. Damn, so just think about this. Everyone here.
Yeah, because China is the blueprint that they the foundation that they looking towards.
Is the hope of Babylon or something like that. Asia is second at 16. Yeah, second at 16. Just to go over 10. What you said.
That last verse. Amos 8:13. It says, God, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. You know, they're gonna be thirsty for this word. You know, just like water in the desert. You know, they're gonna be staggering and trying to get some water, but they ain't gonna get it.
They're gonna be perplexed because of the confusion and the turmoil.
They're gonna be looking for answers. The answers that were just freely put out there before. Because what these people don't understand is, Esau is ruling right now, being an asshole, but this is a period of grace, even though because the Lord is doing it. But this is the time to get all that information.
Hey, look, he just said it. The brother just said it. It's Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh, but while he may be found.
There you go.
Call ye upon him while he is near. He is near through the prophets, through his prophets, who's out on the corners every day in and day out. Day in, day out. I was about to say every weekly, but no, it's day in, day out. Every day you can find the
prophets out there preaching and telling you, hey, turn back.
Yeah. It's now it's every second, every hour.
It is.
Every minute of the day. There's that truth going on.
That's why I said in Isaiah 31.
Every hour.
No, Isaiah 30, where it says that thou shalt hear a word behind thee.
Yep.
You know, because now you go on the internet, on YouTube, you click at videos, you see a video, you may click at one of the camp, and let's go to the Loud and Out, you know, video instead.
Yeah, you want to look at Nick Cannon. But this is Revelation chapter 3, verses Revelations 3 and 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich. You see, because the real riches is this truth, right? It says in white. It says in white raiment, meaning clean. You're gonna be purged. You're gonna be pure, right? It says that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear. Because that's what's gonna happen in this time. Their nakedness, and they ain't calling on the name of the Lord and have respect for His truth and His grace of ours. They're gonna be naked in that time. They don't know what to do. They're gonna be perplexed.
And being a prepared individual is actually how they looked upon.
Yeah,
like you know, you ain't looking. You ain't got that weird look on your face.
That's why the Lord said, I'm going to make a man more precious than fine gold. It's going to be the men of the Lord. So check this out. It says, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
See what? See the prophecies.
Right.
See what the scriptures is talking about. That's what you got to see. And those that can't see, they're naked. All right, the nakedness is a representation of being ashamed, but it goes on to being ignorant. It's ignorant. All right?
You don't know what's going on, but you probably know what's going on all the time.
So it says, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. You see, and it just goes to
Like, you gotta be mindful. Like listen to the down. Listen to the down runners. He stand at the door and knock, meaning he has his prophets out there giving you this message. And if you don't take heed to that knocking, to the calling, all right, you're gonna be out here stupid. You're gonna be out here blind.
The Lord the rapture.
Yeah.
Well, the Lord actually said that some are going to die in ignorance, so you're going to die stupid.
Yeah. Without no faith, because you ain't gonna have no hope. And dying without hope is like the worst thing ever. You know. So it says, behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me.
Well, we're coming to that from the knocking through Yahushua. All right, remember, somebody hold on that John 10th chapter. John 10 speaks about him being that shepherd, and he's the one who's at the door.
It says, to him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame.
So you got to overcome the persecution, the affliction, the hell that you have to face as being a prophet. All right, a man of the Lord, going against the grain. Right? Go ahead.
It says, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne, he that hath an ear, let him hear. So what the Spirit saith unto the church.
So he said, I receive the reward for overcoming. And if you overcome, you're going to have that like manner of reward, being joint heirs. All right? But you got to be able to see. You got to be able to have that eyesight, which is, what is it? The eyesight.
Sight.
Yeah, seeing the truth. Your third eye is basically open.
Yeah.
To what's really going on. That's what the eyesight
That oil that anoints the sea in the dark. Like owls.
They had a secretion on their eyes that they can able to see at nighttime. Bats have it too, that they can see at night.
And they can rotate their head like around the circumstance.
Yeah, circumspect. So now, well, go ahead, Yeshua. I say, I call it John 10.
This is John 10 and 1. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way.
Yeah, because it's said earlier, it's a narrow passage to the kingdom. So a lot of guys are trying to go around the hard part of the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the enduring of it. Like the scripture says, you gotta endure. What's it? Endure the doctrine. Some will not endure sound doctrine because some people is gonna stray away from the knowledge because they didn't want to endure it. Meaning everything that comes with this truth, you gotta accept it. The hell, the backfire. So they didn't want to endure that. Now they want to switch it up so the blows can be a little more light. You know, want to switch it up to a part, switch it up to video, switch it up to it's okay to, you know.
They're trying to be talked about negatively.
Yeah.
don't want to be a spectacle.
They don't want to be respected, so they want to appease to the
World,
That ain't a part of the doctrine. The scriptures tell us in, what is it, 1 John 2 and 15, if I'm not mistaken, it says, lovers of the world, love not the world.
You just said the other day, everybody wants to be liked.
Right, everybody wants to be a VIP. A very important
So
person.
we're not building bridges with niggas.
Yeah.
See, we're not
burning the bridges.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, we didn't even have to burn it. The truth burns the bridge for us.
That fire,
The truth sets ablaze that fire. You know, we don't even have to do nothing. The truth does it, and this is why all of our families separate. This is why all your friends, they separate. All things you do is now you see your old friend you used to know whatever. It's just bad. Oh, how you been? That little shoot the shit for 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I'll call you. He ain't never talking to that nigga again. He walked away. He walked away like I ain't calling that nigga. I walk away, I ain't calling that nigga.
Right.
You know?
So I got one up on your dumb ass.
You know?
Hey, when I went to go see my father, man, to get my car, he said to me before I left, he goes, "Hey, man, this is not a bridge you want to burn with me, man." Because I was just telling, we had a little thing, and I was like, "Man, I don't need y'all, man." He's like, "Son, you don't want to burn this bridge with me." I'm like, but it was because I told him about my mother about free will and everything. He's like, "We believe in free will, all right? That's our belief." You know, and so he said that, you know, the bridge part.
Yeah, man, I ain't finna convince you.
But it's because of what I believe. They admitted it. Cause I had a whole talk with them. I was like, y'all are like 50, almost 60 years old. Y'all can't just dialogue with me, you know, maturely. And they're like, and I was like, tell me the truth. Is it because of what I believe? There was a little silence. They're like, yeah. I was like, really? But you don't know how to talk to me about anything else. So it's like, once you give them that information about the truth, now you're a totally different person, man. Yep.
The word burns the bridge. The word burns the bridge. With connecting to people, or you know, the word
The only reason why I said that because
world.
you know who just recently said that shit.
Yeah. Al-Azhar. He said we're trying to bring the bridge to the community.
Yeah, well, what she say? What she say wrong? Like, okay, if you don't see it, then hey, the Lord said my sheep hear my voice.
Yeah, just like on the comment board. I'm sorry. Just like on the comment board on the IUIC, I'll probably do a video on it. But when the IUIC member said they was on the bigger show, the bigger podcast, and one of the IUIC members said we should get Bishop Nathaniel and Umar Johnson to sit down and they can come up with a solution for the community. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
The solution.
We got talking about, nigga. The strips is the solution. Fuck the community. That's the solution.
Right.
Fuck the 2/3 and fuck this world. That's the solution.
Yeah, I wish I said that he that is not with us against us. Majority of our people are against this truth.
How the hell you gonna sit down with Dr. Umar Johnson and find out a solution to a spiritual impacting curse? A curse. The Lord put the curse down. Ain't no solution. You can't figure your way up out of this curse, nigga. The kingdom is the solution. Yahushua return to destroy America is the solution. Like, you other guys, man, you other Israelites, man. You Israelites, man. God damn.
Y'all don't get it.
That shit is I'm not.
Like Apostle Arsenal,
I don't know how you got words for us, like, damn.
Especially
We got everything right here. Like y'all blind. This motherfucker said, sit down Omar Johnson and Bishop Nathaniel so we can come up with a solution for
God
this.
damn.
Fucked up.
They stuck in this cycle.
They won't even have the answers.
No, not even close.
Bishop Nate will have, only way he had the answers if he keep coming up with the scriptures.
That's what it said.
If he talk about some other shit, then he
Oh,
Yeah, that's why the scripture say they're not healed. They can't be healed. It's a motherfucker. What it say in Isaiah? Yeah, ain't no ain't the modified ointment.
It's a putrefying sore. Yeah.
You know,
Niggas
it's
dead,
the scriptures.
man.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but there's no ointment for
It's like a hollow point in a wound, man. Like that wound is open and it won't close.
Yeah, exactly. These niggas, they like Elder Yashimama says, they stuck in the cycle. They stuck in that wilderness person. They stuck in that cycle.
Well, that's because get Isaiah 6. And, well, get it when Yahweh Shai quoted it. Get Matthew 13.
Oh, I got that right here.
Yahweh Shai quoted it.
The ears, eyes.
Yep. And it's really ultimately is a predestinated election.
I got it.
Go ahead.
It's Matthew 13 and verse 14. It says, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah.
Well, you got to go up. You got to read into that. Go to verse 9.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 9. It says, who hath ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Yeah, riddles,
Puzzles.
dark sense,
Mysteries.
You know,
It says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. But
so is a select group of people would know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. You know, which are the disciples. Okay, the men of the Lord. That's that simple.
So like as soon as you said that, it hit exactly an hour and 44 minutes.
Hold on, like y'all
I was about to say it's been doing it quite a bit over the years.
Go ahead.
it says, but to them it is not given.
Who's the them? The 2/3. Remember, Yahweh Shai was in the Agora, right?
Yep.
And he was with. And remember, he had multitudes of people listening to him. You see? And guess what? None of them understood what he was saying. He said, "Why?" That's why they was tripping. They was like, "Damn, why you speaking? Why you just being plain with us?"
Straight with us.
Even the
The
disciples.
disciples like, "Damn, what's up with this? Why you speaking in parables? Why you ain't giving it to them straight up?
Playing too
Like
much.
what you do with us, you just tell us plainly. But when you talk to them, it's all in riddles and parables." You read that again.
Yeah, kind. It says, for it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
It ain't given to them. See, that ain't our fault. It's just like now today. We could have been them. We could have been them when we seen it. Like when we seen the elders, the apostles on YouTube. When some brothers had the blessings to come up to the apostles and see them. All right, some bros seen it from the majority of us seen it from the internet. And if you watch that first video, whatever video it was to wake you up, and if you didn't get it, then you just didn't get it. But if you understood it, felt it, cried, hit the computer, got up, sat down, went to sleep, went back down, got this, you know, and went to cuss everybody out, you sold. That's how the Lord did it. That's how he did it. Like, what the? Look at that scriptures.
Isaiah 8:14 says that Yahweh Shai was to be made a stone of stumbling. You know, that's why he also spoke in parables, because it makes him stumble.
Yep.
Slippery, you know, stumble around like, what the fuck?
And on the righteous is gonna be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this talking about us?
Is that me?
You know? Instead, it'll go over somebody.
He that has an ear, let him hear. That's what he
Didn't have an ear, let him hear.
It says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance.
That's the knowledge. Whatever so he hath, which is this truth. And then what the Lord will do, he will increase the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding through the process of time. Go ahead.
But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath.
Yeah, so if you don't do good by Yahweh Shem Shai, being a higher servant of the vineyard, guess what? He's going to take away all that wisdom that he just gave you to.
It says, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing, see not.
See, they seeing and they see not. I'm right here talking to them, but it's really veil. It's a spiritual veil.
Veil's
Ultimately, what is that? Ultimately, who's the veil, so to speak? Nope. Who's in control?
The
Angels.
Oh yeah.
The angels. It'd be the angels. The angels is like, look at the angels right here. And the Lord gives out, they getting the orders from the Lord. Make them understand that. Make them understand that.
Oh, yeah,
Make them understand that. Make them understand that.
Ministering spirits.
Yeah, somebody get that. Minister spirits.
I heard a brother break it down like you gotta imagine like an angel sitting on the shoulders of a 2/3 with they hands like that, just holding they.
Yep.
You know, you can't get it.
Can't hear Jimmy.
The angels is taking the words and throwing it out their head. Taking it out. You're Israelite. The Lord is black. You know, his name is Yahushua. They just nope. If you be standing there listening, what was that?
What did you
And the angels right here. Nope.
Right.
Nope. 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 And then look, it's so cold that they'll whisper to his wife. Oh, it's my wife. And then you gone.
Right.
Oh, there go my bus. Catch the bus. The angel. Catch that bus, nigga.
Hey, can I bring this out?
Catch that bus, nigga. And then he go. Go ahead.
Real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, they always ask you, what time y'all gonna be here?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Y'all hear everything?
But sometimes they want to get it like, I gotta go.
Remember that Jake cried?
that one
Remember that Jake cried with us and shit?
Somebody cried with y'all.
He was like, you was there, he just went to the car, he was like, remember the Jake.
Oh yeah. Weeks ago, you know.
Oh, you was there.
At Landmark. Yeah, you remember?
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Y'all was by the car.
Oh,
he was in the car. He's like, he told me so. He's like, you should have never said shit.
Talking to these motherfuckers.
Right.
Well, I kept on honking, man.
It says, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand.
That's it.
And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive.
So those are the angels that's blocking the understanding. In fact, get that out of Genesis 3. It's at the end. It says that the seraphims was with the sword blocking the way of the tree of life,
that's right.
which is the knowledge. Somebody get that. Genesis 3. It's at the end.
I got something real quick.
Start from 23.
This is Genesis 3:23. It say, therefore, the Lord Yahweh power sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubims, the angels, and a flaming sword which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life.
See, to keep the way of the tree of life. So it was a block. The tree of life has been blocked to you, and the tree of life is the knowledge. The tree of life has been blocked into some people. The Lord has the cherubims right there blocking the knowledge from you. And it so happened he's okay. That's one of mine. That's one of mine. He ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. That's one of mine. That's one of mine. He ain't gonna get it. 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 That's one of mine. You know, make him understand. Make him understand. Don't let that nigga understand. Don't let that nigga understand. You know, and throughout the time you'll start to realize that, like, damn, he ain't budge off of this precept. Damn, I just showed a whole article, a document, and the scriptures that married them together. He still ain't getting it.
Man,
It's the angels, man.
They still ain't gonna get it.
And we didn't choose it. You know.
Yeah, because one time we back then, we're like, damn, you don't get it? Now we know that the angels is not finna let you get this word.
If it ain't meant for you, it ain't meant. To the point where this is now. Here's the scary part. Going back up. Go up. Speak about what he has abundantly.
This is back in Matthew 13:12 says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given,
Which is the knowledge you'll have,
and he shall have more abundance.
which is gonna increase.
But whosoever hath not,
Uh-huh.
from him shall be taken away even that he had.
So the Lord can actually take away the knowledge. And that's another scary part of this truth. All right, it's scary alone in itself that he woke us up and we didn't do nothing. Just, you know, the spirit roused us up. And then another scary point of it is that the Lord can take it from you. And that's why the purpose of studying and researching and doing the work and being faithful and consistent is very important too. Because when you, as much as you read, as much as you watch videos, it's the angels right acceptable you feed you information. If you ain't reading, you ain't studying, you still being part of the world, it's those demons that's gonna attach to you. So when you finally try to sit your ass down and read, now you don't understand. Now you ain't gonna be able to comprehend it. Now you're gonna get mad at it. You know?
You hate the one and love the other.
Hate one and love the other.
Because the scriptures is a healing mechanism. The scriptures is a healing mechanism.
Yeah.
And once you know, say like you in pain, right? You laying on your couch, being fucking idle. Get up and start reading the scriptures. Your body gonna heal, bro. The scriptures is real, man. Yep. You know. Yep. And you know what? You got some.
I still got a couple verses.
I got two.
Go ahead.
This is John 17:13. It says, and now come. It says, and now come I to thee, and these things I speak the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them.
That's it. That's the burn the bridge. That's the burn the bridge scripture. You know, I have given them thy word, and by the word the world hates. So the word burns the bridge for us. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta worry about that. My rib just finding that out. Fucking 14, 15 years later. You know? Just now you find it out is because of the scriptures after all this time. You know, after all this fucking time. Now you're finally waking up to the fact that they don't fuck with you because of the word.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you finding out after all the shit that had been going on. Now you finding out. Now you believe.
He says, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Your whole presence, man. Your whole energy is a whole different demeanor. You ain't sagging. You ain't walking around with blood. You know. You ain't beefing with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Your whole demeanor is different. You talk about God, then he's saying Lord willing. You know, you more upright. You more at peace. You know?
You don't eat certain things.
Yeah, you stop eating certain shit.
That's a big deal, man.
You know, eat pork.
They look at you, got 3 heads.
Is it? No,
But you see, it's now we in a new world. Everything is changing up. But if you was a Muslim, you say you didn't eat pork. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yep.
Oh, you did.
But now, once you're a Christian, I mean, Israelite, and you don't eat pork, you know, and that nigga's talking shit.
Right.
That's a problem.
And two, I know, hey,
That's a fucking problem.
yeah.
I mean, I was gonna tell you was a Muslim. I like you was a Muslim first.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of we heard this.
Yeah. I don't think that's funny.
Damn.
I said what I said because I was thinking about what she said.
Yeah, man. It's spirit, man. Bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, she said I'd rather be a Muslim.
Yeah.
Damn, bitch.
That's wild. You rather me be dead,
Low
huh?
blue.
Right.
I read the same book you say you read every Sunday.
You put on a fucking shelf.
Right.
Like,
I'm taking it down and reading it.
It's spiritual too.
Astonishment. That's astonishment.
Yeah, but it's the veil. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's all the way spiritual too, because even if you say you going out somewhere, you know, going to a nightclub or something, you get all, you know, you know, worldly mode or whatever, you know, but you get there and it's like, why are you here? The people looking at you like strange, like, you know, they can just see you trying to blend in, you trying to be incognito, but like you just feel the vibration, you like shit, like damn, you know.
When did that happen to you?
No, it happen all the time. Like, you know, I'm just saying, we go hang, we go kick it in, you know, we chill, you know.
But so, look at you like, damn, you all right?
Yeah. What you doing here?
Hook up with a chick talking about sweetheart.
Shalane. Don't say my name. Shalane. That's it right there. That's it.
That's why
That's it.
I called it already. I said likeness.
Wisdom
make a man face to shine.
Man face to shine. So Jake, you got that glow. It's like, damn, there's something different about you.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta imagine somebody in the dark and they just used to being in the dark, and then all of a sudden they get the light put in their eye from you being in their presence. You know, they start
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah,
start looking at you all day.
when you first wake up, that light hits your eyes, you want to go back to sleep. Though.
Get that shit out of here. Get out of here.
This is 2 Corinthians 3:13. It says, and not as Moses, which put a veil over his face, that the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished. But their minds were blinded.
They were talking about the sacrificial law.
For until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Yahushua. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart.
They couldn't understand. They couldn't understand that Yahushua is the way always was, even in the ancient world.
Veil on their heart. Heart is live in the Hebrew, your mind. So they got their mind is covered. You got.
It says, nevertheless, when it shall turn to the Lord, the veil shall be taken away.
Yep, see, turn to the Lord.
That's it. You got to turn to Yahweh Shemashai for the blinders to get taken off. And guess what? You don't even know how to turn to him. The Lord makes you see. This is scary, man. He didn't have to wake us up. The Lord whispers in you to be like, follow me.
Yeah.
You see?
Oh yeah. That's John. Was it 8:44? You have not chosen me.
Get that.
Can I read this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is John chapter 14, and I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, Thomas saith unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? It said, Yahushua saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
See that? Yahushua is the way, the truth, and the light, which is the word. Remember, he said, I keep coming the volume of the book. So that's the purpose of the Old Testament and the New Testament. All right? And you even got Israelites out here who don't even subscribe to one or the other. He said, I am the way. He's talking about the whole book is written of him. The prophecies, the Big Bang prophecies to the sub prophecies, all of Yahushua.
Well, he even calls him the Word of God, man. Like you got to imagine, you got to imagine Yahweh, you know, had an experiment, and he literally was like, let me see if I can put my words into a vessel, and he came up with Yahushua.
Yep.
It's Yahushua, man. It's literally the Word of God. He's literally he's a walking word, a walking Bible.
Everything is a word.
Word became flesh. Is what the spirit.
There you go. That is perfect.
Hey, can I get this real quick?
John 1, the word became flesh.
Can I get the real quick? This is John 6:44. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me. Draw him, and I will raise him up at the last day.
Read that again. I'm sorry.
It said, no man can come to me,
Right.
John 6:44, except the Father which hath sent me. Draw him.
See, so the Father uses Yahushua to draw in the Lord Yahweh one. Because remember, we are the elect is from Yahweh.
Yeah, from Yahweh.
Yeah.
Remember John 17, he said, I gave them the world, who thou gavest me. So it was Yahweh, these are mine. And you go down there and you draw my elect. The elect is Yahweh's elect. You know?
Well, it even Yahushua.
Yeah, exactly. Those that kept the word.
And it says, and I will raise him up at the last day.
I was just saying, in another precept, Yahushua said that without me you could do nothing.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Oh, you talking about the parable? He was speaking on the parable.
I think it was John 15. Right?
Every fruit that every tree that bears not fruit.
Yeah. He said, I am the vine.
Yeah, I
and
am
he
the
said that without me you can do nothing.
That's right. Yeah,
So,
that's right. So you gotta go to the source. You know?
back to the source. You can say Zion or go back to the source.
Yeah, it's the source, right.
So like this is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 39, verse 24. It says, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. I went into that word plain, and the etym online, it means free from obstruction. Something that's an obstruction is a stumbling block.
Yeah.
So the ways of the Lord.
The obstruction is like a blockade.
Yeah.
hindrance.
Yeah.
You hinder
Anything that's
injustice.
plain unto the holy is to set apart. So
Yeah.
the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be easy for the holy to get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quick and understanding.
Yeah, quick.
Yep. That's what is it? Isaiah 11.
Isaiah 11.
It
Yep.
shall be with quick
Quick
understanding.
understanding. Yeah.
So now with the wisdom coming in, the knowledge, the breakdowns, the precepts, it's like, oh shit, I get it. Versus somebody else, they was like, no,
I don't understand.
I don't get that. I don't understand.
Question.
It's plain. It's plain. Well, Proverbs 9 and 8 says it is plain unto them that have understanding. Write the vision, make it plain upon tables. So that plainness is very important, which is the straight way to the scriptures, the straight way to the knowledge.
Who was it? Was it Nicodemus? Or was it the third
Nicodemus.
chapter? He was like, why don't you understand my speech? And I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you in Hebrew. You know?
This is John chapter 1, verse 1. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the powers. And the Word was a power.
So in the beginning was the word, which was Yahushua. All right. In the beginning, that word was with the Alahayim, which was the angels, which was to be the elect. Okay, go ahead.
It says the same was in the beginning with the Most High.
That same was in the beginning with the Most High. So you had Yahweh,
Yep.
Yahushua,
Yep.
and the Alahayim.
God.
Go ahead.
It says, all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made.
The worlds. Let us make man in our image. Go ahead.
It says, in him was life.
Yep.
And the life was the light of men.
Yep.
And the light shineth in darkness.
Jerusalem at that time was known as darkness because of no knowledge. Remember, they fell away a long time ago. Okay, the temple that was erected by Herod. The purpose of him erecting those temples was for tributary purposes. Y'all can serve y'all God and do y'all ceremonies and stuff like that, but you have to pay tributary. Those temples are my temples. I built those temples.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to pay tributary to me. See? So that was the darkness, which is Jake. Isaiah 60 grows darkness to keep people.
Yeah, that's right. It was talking about Jake.
Yep, it was talking about Jake. Go ahead.
And the darkness comprehended it not.
See, the darkness comprehended not Yahushua. Go ahead.
There was a man sent from the Most High.
Let's get specific. The darkness was dealing with the Pharisees and the scribes.
Yeah, kind of.
The Jews. Go ahead.
It says, there was a man sent from the Most High, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light.
Yep, so he had to bear witness of that light, which is his cousin. All right? He had to go out and proclaim that this is the scriptures, this is he who the scriptures is speaking about to come.
It says that all men through him might believe.
Yep, so he had to go start it up for Yahushua to make his entry.
Herald.
He had to herald him in.
And they both was born by the Holy Spirit.
Yep. He had to herald him in. Look, the man is coming. That's what Elijah's job was to do. Elijah's job was to get the children of Israel back to the Lord, the 12 tribes. It tells you that in Ecclesiastes 48. It speaks about on how Elijah had to restore the 12. Somebody had to restore the 12 tribes back together. That's what John did.
It says he was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light.
Yep.
That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
And which is with the knowledge. Light of every man that comes into the world, which is into this world, the Israelite world.
He was in the world, and the world was made by him,
right?
And the world knew him not.
Yep.
He came.
That world is talking about the Israelites. That world knew him not. The Israelites did not know that was the Lord. And those that did, they were paid off.
It confirms it in the next verse. It says, he came unto his own, and his own received him not.
See? Just like us. So we are, the scripture says the servant is no greater than his master. So when we got the word, our families hated us. Everybody who we was around looked the other way towards us. That's exactly what happened to Yahushua.
No, the scripture say, prophet is not without honor except for
That's it. Go ahead.
It says, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become.
That's Lord willing us. We received them. You know, we were drawn by the will of Yahweh. All right, put his son down there, so we can be drawn into him, because that's the man.
Yeah, a lot of things too. Like I said earlier, you know, Jay comes up hoping to hear a message that they want to hear. But like I said with Yahweh Shai, man, it said that he upgraded cities, so he would attack their character, their morals, their behavior. And that's what would piss off. You know, family would come in. Well, hey man, what'd you do? To, you know, heard. You know, she told me you were saying such and such today. Yep. You know, stop, man. You bringing a bad name to us.
Bringing that foolishness around here.
Yeah, like a teacher told me. He said, "You gotta stop calling them Edomites." Edomites. I said they are Edomites, but you can't tell them that. Yes, it too.
You got some.
Yeah.
I got scripture. I got some. All right, go ahead.
It says, even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man.
Go back. You can't skip that.
I'll read verse 12 over. John 1 and 12. It says, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on his name.
See that? So the real sons of the Most High believe in that name. That's very important. The real sons of God, because remember, it's going down that genealogy line. The sons of God is the ones who got that name. All right. So the sons of God is good. Those electors will come back and receive that name all over. That name came down the line of the sons of God. Seth, Ephanos. All right. So, we are those same sons of power coming back again that believed in that same way. Believed in the same path of Yahweh Shai through his name. Go ahead.
It says, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of the Most High.
Yep. Because it was heavily inspired for the Lord to come do this work. Not that he wasn't born of flesh. They're trying to use
that Christians,
Okay, so we're talking about that. We're talking about he was a chosen vessel to do the work. Nothing carnal about the situation.
Right,
exactly. Okay, that's why they had to have sex.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to have sex at that time for that prophecy to be fulfilled.
And when we were born, born again, like Nicodemus, when he came to Yahweh Shai, he said, what must I do to be saved? We say you must be born again.
Right.
We was born again of the Spirit. You know.
That's right.
Yeah. We came through the flesh, but we was born in the spirit.
Yep. That's right. Perfect.
It says,
that's it. Yep.
and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father.
That's it, the firstborn. That's the firstborn. That's why Yahweh came down, John, James, and Peter. He said, "This is my son who I am well pleased. Hear ye him." He had to establish it. This is the one who you're supposed to follow to get to me. It's all about following Yahweh Shai to get to Yahweh. You know? And through the mercy of the Lord, on how raw this movie is, the Lord uses the angels to guide us on how to follow him. That's in Hebrews. If somebody want to get that about the minister spirits. They minister us to the way of salvation. So the angels are the ones who's opening up the understanding, giving it to us so we can be delivered. So we can get delivered. That's the part of, that's what a God is. That's a power right there. He made this whole movie and he directed it how he wanted to direct it. That's why Yahweh Shai said you can't pluck the elect out the Lord's hand. This shit on lock up there. It's already locked up in the heavens. You know?
And every movie got a main character.
Go ahead.
This is Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 13. It says, "But to which of the angels said he at any time, sit on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool?" And the whole chapter is talking about Yahweh Shai. All right? It even talks about how Yahweh Shai made the worlds. But you go into that, it means the world of Israel. Okay, that was the world. But he also did create the worlds.
Yeah, it's different worlds.
Con.
Different nations out here. Different. You know.
It says, "Are they not all ministering spirits,
right,
sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation?"
That's it.
Yep.
Ministers to them so they can be heirs of salvation. So the ministering is they're feeding us that plate, giving us the knowledge.
I got some.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Colossians 1:9. It says, "For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding."
That's bad right there. That's bad right there. Read that again. Yeah, read that again.
This is Colossians 1:9. It says, "For this cause we also, since the day we heard it."
Yeah, since the day we heard it, whenever that was, 8 months ago, 15 years ago, 30 years ago, 35, 40, 20, 15, 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. All right, go ahead.
It says, "Do not cease to pray for you,
right,
and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding."
Of his will with all wisdom of spiritual understanding. This is a spiritual. The Lord has to put a spiritual understanding in your thoughts to receive these scriptures.
Yep. And it seals you towards
this ain't nothing carnal. Ain't nothing carnal about what. The only thing is carnal is us reading out these fucking phones. Us standing in here in the flesh. It's the only carnal thing about this. It's just us doing a physical act. But everything else behind this act that we're doing is a spiritual force behind it. You see? That's why Acts the 5th chapter, somebody get that. It say if it be the will of man, it can be overthrown. But this ain't the will of man.
Can I bring this up real quick?
Go ahead.
Never mind. It's more to this. Go ahead.
Select it real quick. Philippians 2:13. It says, For it is the Most High.
Just kidding. My phone,
it says, Philippians 2:13. It says, "For it is the Most High that worketh in you, both to will and to do of His good pleasure."
See, that is the Most High that worketh the will, man. So, going back to what you told your parents, we ain't about free will. This ain't free will. This is Yahweh Shem Shai setting this up. He set up for us to speak right now. Whatever we're talking about, whatever church is talking right now, whatever they're going into, the Lord put the Spirit on them to go into that. It's going to be viewers on this one, viewers on there, whatever men and women needed to hear, whatever them brothers is listening to right now, they needed to hear it. Whoever watching us now, and they watching now or watching later, it was meant for those particular flock members to receive that message.
This back in Colossians 1:10. It said that ye might walk worthy of the Lord Yahweh, by Shema Shai, unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work.
Being fruitful, meaning by us doing this work, growing in members, and fruitful of your thoughts and your understanding. You know, that's another part of being fruitful. They ain't just talking about the members, the amount coming in. The fruitfulness comes within your understanding of the scriptures too.
Yep, it said being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of the Most High. Strengthened with all might according to His glorious power, unto all patience and long suffering. So the wisdom and knowledge that we're receiving is to give us these particular characteristics. That's right. Patience, faith, endurance, to keep us going. It says, unto all patience and long suffering, joyfulness, giving thanks unto the Father, which have made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. Man, that's heavy. Man,
I got a little something too, just to, because I was continuing. Oh, go ahead.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
That's it. Those are the basic precepts that have so much understanding to them. Read that again.
Romans, the 15th chapter and the 4th verse.
Jake like to go all deep, You know, you ain't gotta go so deep. You can just give out a plain breakdown, a plain understanding of what this is about, man. You ain't gotta go all super deep all the time. This is a basic precept. Go ahead.
Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning,
Go ahead.
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
Through the suffering, because we suffer when we go through this, right? It brings heat to the table with this knowledge. Yep. So patience is our sufferings. Go ahead.
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
So the scriptures comfort us that there is going to be something better than this. See, it tells us that we're gonna go through hell. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through the fire, but it's still gonna comfort us because us going through that is gonna give us salvation. That's us being changed. That's the comfort of the scriptures.
I believe it's in Hebrews 11:1. It goes into how faith is the substance that they hope for.
The evidence of things not seen. That's it.
The kingdom of heaven, you can't see it with the naked eye, but you understand through the scriptures that all of these things are true and real.
What did he say? He said, my father has many mansions. If it wasn't so, I wouldn't tell you. I'm telling you what it is.
Right. Oh, when you mention many mansions,
that's the faith though. That's the faith. We gotta have faith in that.
When you mention many mansions, man, you got different planets in the universe.
Yep.
So, like Esau, he like to look at Mars and shit. Nobody on Mars.
You see what he posted though? Just like earlier this week though, he put some shit up that there's like a colony of spiders on the planet right now. Have you seen it? Yeah. He said we've just seen a colony of spiders. They're all just a bunch of black fucking spiders. Look like it's in a cave. That's overrunning Mars at this time of the year. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's all you discover with your great technology right now.
That movie with Adam Sandler, Spaceman.
Yeah. I got a preset.
Esau, intelligent spiders on Mars.
This is Hebrews 2. Yeah. Yeah, look at it. It's on Google, man. It happened just like Wednesday. Yeah.
I believe you.
This is Hebrews 2:1, and actually the title, it says give heed. It says therefore we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard, lest at any time we should let them slip, because this is, like you've been saying the whole time today, this is, we're learning everything that we need to know to be guided to follow the Heavenly Father, Yahushua, things that are needed for salvation. I know there's a scripture where it talks about things that pertain to salvation. And like we said earlier, man, everything we've been saying, playing well on the instrument, we know what we're saying. We've learned the way on how to directly follow the Heavenly Father and His Son. So we should take the earnest heed to those things which we have heard, at least at any time we should let them slip. It says, for if the word spoken by angels, it says, for if the word spoken by angels was steadfast, and every transgression and disobedience received a just reward of recompense, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation? Because now too, again, man, we're being given such a great amount of grace and mercy right now to get this knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Where the Lord, the scriptures talk about how the Lord, if He appeared right now, no man would live. Especially in the condition we're in right now, our bodies are degraded as hell. We don't stand a chance right now, man. But the Lord has given us an opportunity, and that's why He even tells you in Luke 19, to occupy until I come, man. Like, put your worth and your work in, man. Show me that you want to live. Show me that you deserve to live and have another second chance. All right. So it says, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation, which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord, and was confirmed unto us by them that heard Him? The Most High also bearing them witnesses, both with signs and wonders, and with diverse miracles and gifts of the Holy Spirit, according to His own will. And really, it really is saying, like, you ain't got no excuse to not believe, to not follow what we've been telling, what the prophets come out and tell you to do and how to worship the Lord. Because there's too much that's been shown that this is the truth. There's no doubt, doubting anymore, man. And back in 2010, man, you didn't see hardly anybody on the internet. Daily Motion was not a platform that really,
it was one day.
But you got this thing blown up now. Regular Jakes now talk about this.
Yep. That's else.
You got the X5. Acts 5:38. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught." Right? Because men set it up. You know, this truth is set up by Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai through the Spirit. So you can't destroy this. You know, Esau, you know, especially Esau, you have the other nations throwing everything that they can at the men of the Lord, trying to get the truth to be dissolved, and you can't dissolve it. You know,
this is saying about the Lord. If the Lord build not the house.
Yep.
Or
that's in Psalms.
127 or 29.
Yeah, 127 and 1.
They labor in vain that build it.
They labor in vain that build it.
So yeah, this would be in vain, but it's, you know, because eventually it'll fall apart. But it has to fall apart.
It's been going strong since 1969. Now it had a dry spell for a certain bit of time, but through the Holy Spirit, it came back up.
To the wind.
Prophesying to the wind.
And the scripture said it was
a sign.
Yeah, it was going to be lonely for, you know.
It says, "But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it."
This can't be overthrown, man. This can't be overthrown.
It can't be overthrown, man. No matter what you do, no matter what, no matter how many chickens you kill. Alright? No matter how many chickens you kill.
How many apologetics?
No matter how many no matter how many babies you sacrifice, no matter how many times you go accuse us, this cannot be stopped. And Esau knows that. He said by now, something should have happened.
Yeah.
By now. But Esau, remember, Esau, he's that wiser than Daniel. So he was waiting on this day, and he wanted to figure out how he could stop it.
He thought slavery would be enough.
He found out that he couldn't stop it. It's just like King Arthur. King Arthur's uncle, King Arthur's uncle took over the throne, and he was dealing with the Magi's and the witches. Sooner or later, when this river dry up, that's when the true heir to the throne is gonna raise up to take his motherfucking spot back.
Rightful place.
And what he had to do, he had to sacrifice.
Yeah.
He had to sacrifice his daughter. He killed his daughter.
Yeah.
To stay long his kingdom.
And that's
And it happened. He still for a little bit. But remember, nigga, I already told you though. When that river dry up, the king is coming. The true king is coming. No matter what you do, that King Arthur, he's gonna be coming. He's coming back.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. No matter how many sacrifices, Yahweh Shai is on his way, and he's setting us in order before thine eyes.
Right. Hey, this is what they afraid of. Pursuing the wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter. Righteous man standing great boldness before the face of such that afflicted him. They know account of his labors. When they see it, they should be troubled with terrible fear.
That's it.
You know, that's what's scaring them. Like the movements Jake's had in the past with, you know, the Black Panther Party and all these uprisings. You know, Jake tried to get carnal, you know, with the weapons and all of that. He saw laughs at that. He like,
they were able to infiltrate and sabotage.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can infiltrate this, but they can't sabotage.
Well, you even said that the war shall wear the saints, but like even with us, like I know we talked earlier in the week, and you said like sometimes in life it just feels so fucking unfair. It's like no matter what you do, you can try to beat us to the ground and exhaust us, but we still keep going, man. We still got a reserved spirit, which is really of the Holy Spirit, man. The Lord has us going.
It's the Lord that's pushing us.
It's the Lord. It's the Lord, man. It's really Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai that's having this thing rolling. Well, it's a movie. We're really reading off of a script. We really read the script.
The camera rolling.
This is live.
Yeah.
This is live. You know, this ain't no cutting it off and starting over and editing. No, this is all this what we doing right now. It's live in color by Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai.
Long movie.
You know.
It says, "Lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High."
And that's exactly what Esau is doing. He's fighting against the Most High. He's setting up fake camps. He's setting up false teachers. He's paying off teachers to switch the doctrine. But one thing you can't do, you cannot compromise the elect. The elect is not bought for.
It said if it were possible, they could deceive the very elect. You can't deceive the elect.
Yahweh Shai said himself, he said you won't be able to pluck them out of his hand.
No
So,
man can pluck it together.
That's it.
Well, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be the ultimate creator. You know, but all he can do is pervert.
Only exactly.
That's all he can do.
But that's what the Quran was about. It's the control.
Yeah, that's right.
You ain't gonna be able to control the elect. So what you gonna do?
Yeah, right. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Can't do shit.
Make your
What can
That's it. No, that's what I mean.
The hot
So what you
days.
gonna do? Just make it fucking.
Even in death, even putting the prophets to death, like that, you gonna bring judgment even hard on you,
Just make
man.
it fucking move.
We grow stronger,
No matter
back
what
on
you
your
do,
ass.
No matter what you do, Esau,
It's gonna trigger
it's gonna trigger the Lord.
Yeah.
So make your fucking move.
Can't do nothing against it.
We already know that you want to jump down on us. It was with Solomon too. He said it. He said, well, let's see if his words be true. Let's see if the Lord defend him. Well, let's fucking see then, nigga. Let's see if the Lord gonna come for his elect. He came for wicked Israelites in Egypt. So how much more the elect? You them niggas was wicked. So how much more the elect? He delivered motherfuckers that was worshiping Egypt gods. All type of things. You gotta think about it. They was in Egypt. You know, those that walked out of Egypt, they were worshiping other gods. They was dealing with bullshit. And the Lord delivered them to exalt his name. How much more he gonna go for his elect?
What did it say about that woman, that damsel that yelled, or that annoying woman in the book of Luke, I think?
Yeah. They said the unrighteous judge.
Unrighteous judge.
Yep.
You know, how much more a righteous king delivering righteous men, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, eventually that unrighteous judge heard.
Yep.
You know, and she vexed his soul so much he had to.
Yep.
We the woman.
Yeah,
We the Lord's woman, man. And every man gonna go fight and kill for his woman. We got that today. We got that today. Niggas kill over their women all the time. So how much more Yahushua gonna do for his woman?
Right.
Go ahead, Ike.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 21. It says, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that shall stand.
There you go. The counsel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it's gonna stand, man. It's gonna remain, man, forever.
So if he said we got the kingdom, and we are the kingdom for one,
But have a line within you.
when he said that this place is going to be destroyed, and that he's going to set up the elect, and that promise that Nathan told King David about his son Solomon, and he will have an everlasting kingdom. So that's what it means, man. The prophecies is coming to pass. All right. So one of the main prophecies that has came to pass was the elect, was the Israelites waking up to who they are. And as we can see, that prophecy is here.
God.
You know? But y'all gotta go ahead and off.
All right, so with that,
You gotta give your head a preset, right?
okay, last one.
Yeah, go ahead. And then you can close out.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 11. And it reads, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast.
Truth.
That's
Knowledge and the knowledge and the wisdom, man, before you come back. Go ahead.
Not 2024 trying to debunk Zechariah 13 chapter. You ain't holding fast.
Exactly. You're taking away.
Takes away, you're diminishing.
Right.
Y'all talk about the law. We'll go back and read Deuteronomy 4th chapter.
Right.
Go ahead.
That Revelation 3 and 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That's it. So hold fast to his truth. Don't take the chip.
That's it.
All right, with that, man. Hope this message edified. Like it all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Peace out, taste of the fire. Work of truth, Mississippi.
Ba'ashem.